There's a tiny truth most people never notice about building real connection and intimacy. It isn't created through flawless words, good looks, or perfect timing. It grows through presence. You don't need the perfect joke or a perfectly planned moment to feel close to someone. What you really need is intention, awareness, and the boldness to show up as your true self. If you want to bond deeply with a woman, or anyone, in just minutes, change where your energy goes. Forget trying to impress and focus on understanding. Connection isn't born from speaking endlessly. It's born from listening fully. When you offer someone all of your attention, your eyes, your patience, your curiosity, you send a message most people rarely hear. You say, "I notice you." And in a noisy world full of divided attention, that is powerful. That is pull. That is the connection. Welcome to Become Stoic. To our brothers already here, thank you. If you're new, like, share, and subscribe. We study human nature and female attraction. Let's begin. The first minute is pure presence. Put the phone down. Meet her eyes. Let your posture quietly say, "You're my focus right now." Presence is the soil where trust begins to grow. The second minute is curiosity. Ask something that touches her world, not just her routine. What's been lighting you up lately? What's been sitting in your mind recently? Simple questions, but they open real conversation. Just remember, listen. Actually listen without rushing to share your own story. The third minute is noticing her rhythm. Watch her tone, her smile, her pauses. Be real with yours too. Don't polish yourself into perfection. Speak honestly. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's a bridge. When you're comfortable being open, you invite her to be open too. And that's where connection becomes real. Not because you pushed, but because you made space for it. Connection isn't measured by length of time. It's measured by depth. You can sit with someone for hours and never reach them, or spend 3 intentional minutes and leave warmth, trust, and respect behind you like a fingerprint. Connection starts with one simple truth many people forget: presence. In a world buzzing with pings, multitasking, and 1,000 open tabs in the mind, presence feels rare, almost like a luxury. Yet it's the heart of every real relationship. When you give someone your full attention, you're not just hearing words. You're listening with your eyes, your posture, your quiet, your energy. Presence delivers a message louder than any sentence. You matter to me right now. To be present is to put the noise on pause, the replies forming in your head, the assumptions, the need to jump in. It's choosing to actually see and feel the person in front of you. It's not waiting for your turn to talk, it's wanting to understand. Presence is a skill, but also a sign of respect. It shows maturity, warmth, emotional awareness, and creates interest without effort. It turns small talk into real talk. Most people think they want attention, but deep down, what they crave is presence. Attention is light and momentary. Presence is slow, deep, and lasting. When someone senses that you're fully here, not drifting, not judging, walls fall, hearts soften, and trust begins to grow. That's when conversations sink beneath the surface and become something meaningful. Presence takes awareness. Put the phone aside. Hold eye contact. Let your thoughts slow down so you can receive not just words, but tone, movement, emotion. That's where honesty feels safe. That's where connection breathes. True closeness isn't about how long you sit together. It's about how deeply you pay attention. 3 minutes of pure presence can outshine 3 hours of distracted talking. Master presence, and you unlock a kind of connection that feels effortless, sincere, and unforgettable. Curiosity is the quiet bridge that draws 2 hearts closer. It's what turns small talk into real connection, and acquaintances into people who truly get each other. When you approach someone with sincere curiosity, you're really saying, "I want to know the real you." It's not about filling empty space or gathering random details. It's about discovering depth. Real curiosity comes from empathy, not interrogation. It means being interested, not intrusive. When speaking with a woman, or anyone, your curiosity shows in the way you listen, the way you ask, and the way you respond. Most people speak just to be heard. Few speak to understand. Trust begins when you stop guessing and start exploring gently. Ask questions that make her think, where her answers reveal emotion rather than routine. What lights you up these days? What's been living in your mind recently? Simple questions but powerful. They show you care about her inner world, not just the surface she presents. Curiosity needs patience too. It means resisting the rush to move on or redirect attention to yourself. It's allowing silence, being present with her thoughts, and listening without jumping to conclusions. That's what makes people feel safe enough to be real. When someone feels understood, they feel valued. That feeling of being seen and heard is what turns connection into something meaningful. Curiosity takes ordinary conversation and turns it into an exchange of honesty, trust, and human warmth. If you want to build real connection fast, trade the urge to impress for the desire to learn, listen, ask, and truly care. The more you're curious about someone's inner world, the more they'll naturally open the door. Because curiosity isn't just interest, it's affection expressed through attention. Authenticity is the pulse behind every genuine bond. It's choosing to show up as your real self, imperfect, unpolished, human. Many people pour energy into looking impressive, rehearsing what to say, hiding insecurities behind a confident mask. But perfection doesn't attract the heart, honesty does. When you stop performing and simply exist as you are, you create space for others to breathe, to be real too. Authenticity invites openness, and openness is where trust quietly begins to grow. Being genuine doesn't mean oversharing or proving you're sincere. It means speaking and responding with truth. Something moves you, say it. If you don't know something, admit it. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's confidence under control. It takes more strength to say this is me than to pretend you're flawless. When your female friend senses that your kindness and curiosity are real, she relaxes. People can feel genuine energy. They open up not because you asked, but because they feel safe. And authenticity isn't just words, it's behavior. It's showing instead of performing. It's actions reflecting what your heart speaks. Consistency earns trust. It's what makes people believe you, respect you, and feel comfortable in your presence. In a world obsessed with looking perfect, being real is almost rebellious. When you show up with your flaws, your quirks, your honesty, you remind people that connection isn't built on flawless performance. It's built on shared humanity. That's where moments become meaningful. Authenticity doesn't just attract people, it soothes them. Because underneath everything, we all want one thing: to be loved for who we are, not who we pretend to be. Depth isn't measured by hours spent talking, but by truth exchanged. You can know someone for years and still feel like strangers. And yet, 3 minutes of sincerity can make you feel like you've known them forever. Real connection isn't about duration, it's about depth. When presence, curiosity, and authenticity meet, time stops mattering. Conversation shifts from surface-level chatter to the things that actually shape us. Feelings, dreams, fears, values. It's when both people drop the act and stand as humans instead of characters. In that space, trust grows naturally. Hearts open not from pressure, but from safety. And suddenly, you understand how powerful a few honest moments can truly be. We live in a world that worships quantity, more followers, more messages, more activity. But the heart doesn't respond to more. It responds to real. A handful of words spoken with care can heal more deeply than 1,000 spoken without meaning. When you offer someone your full presence, listen with curiosity, and respond honestly, you create something rare, a human moment. Depth isn't built through effort but through awareness. It's paying attention to the way her voice softens when she talks about what matters, the spark in her eyes, the tiny pauses that say more than words. These are the places where connection breathes. In just a few minutes of genuine presence, you can leave a lasting mark. Because depth isn't measured in time, it's measured in truth. Truth, when shared sincerely, turns normal moments into unforgettable ones. Connection at its core isn't technique, it's sincerity. Show up fully. Be curious. Speak honestly. Choose depth over duration. When you learn to listen instead of perform, when you shift from being interesting to being genuinely interested, you unlock a kind of closeness that hours can't force. Only honesty can. Real relationships aren't built by time, they're built in moments. They grow when you choose honesty over image, curiosity over ego, and make someone feel truly seen. Just a few intentional minutes can remind a person that they matter, and that little moment can shift everything. Never overlook the power of genuine presence in a world that feels scattered. Your attention can be someone's peace. Your curiosity can open them up. Your authenticity can invite trust. Depth isn't about how long you've known someone but how real you're willing to be. Approach people with honesty, empathy, and full awareness, and you won't just make friends. You'll make real connection. And sometimes, it only takes 3 minutes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. You don't want to miss out on more fun and educational videos on this channel. This channel is for you, so make sure you subscribe.